The following was recorded live at PopTech 2018.
The last day of PopTech. The last hours of PopTech close a day where, if you listen closely, you will hear someone say, there are two new options that they now weigh, or a new opinion that they now display, or a new crisis that will bring out doomsday, or a new idea that they want to relay. On the last day of PopTech, a conversation starts about nuclear weapons, friendship, opioids, or arts, about musical robots or a planet far, far away, or whether the ice cream last night should have had sorbet. On the last day of PopTech, after the last talk has checked, I allow myself to stop and reflect. What did I learn and what did we do? Things that changed that I thought I knew. We opened with Alan, whose poem revealed a journey, starting in Zambia and ending with an American attorney. Continued with David, who gave us a kit how to identify innovation that is non-bullshit. Followed by Chris Lynch, who taught us the science of how to build a rebel alliance, how a group of rebels decide to give back and enable a bounty program like the Pentagon hack. Then Beatrice Finn talked about nuclear ban through the lens of her work with ICANN. And now activist group can unfold a UN treaty that affects more than half of the world. Then Maurice united the crew, stating that the problem with our political parties is that there are simply just two. And showed us that one of the things that being engaging provides is that it is very easy for you to forget to advance your slides. And then Bob gave us an advice that he should, to every baker in the country's supply, that the best way to negotiate is to increase the size of the pie. And that the one who wins the debate is not the jokey, but sometimes it's simply your Uncle Rocky. Before Susan Casey spoke with emotion about the Finding Nemo version of our ocean, and how everyone can be brave and use their courage for a dolphin save. Then Topher White played the cue that the forests make when you listen to, while he was promoting the, across the halls, underwear that he makes that can hold your. And then, remotely, we learned how systemic currently is the opioid epidemic. And just when we thought that this will ruin the mood, Caleb Harper lifted us with the future of food, followed by Robin and the agricultural tech, who promised a different way to check that the food that you eat is good for you, from the main crab cakes to the lobster stew. Then Nusrat and Marta showed us how the stories of the women he met allow for their strength to grow and their courage to show as they closed the first day and came to its door. The evening was full of adventures and games, piano playing and dancing, and fireside flames. The second day had Constantine expand our brain by making our solar system great again. And then Maureen Orth told us how it has been when she started changing the schools in Colombia, Medellin. Barry Barish made us crave to be enlarged, pushed, and pulled by a gravitational wave. And then we learned about the highs that you might expect when winning a Nobel Prize. Laurie Santos followed and spoke about why our yearn for happiness broke and how to fix some of our life's immunity by knowing that much of our happiness relies on our community. Catherine and Freya ready to war wage on the causes that lead to climate change. Following Abby and Eric, our fellows who spoke truth about how to ignite our leadership in youth. And then, to make sure that the morning session closed, we asked Rob Capps if he could please propose. Alex said yes, and that she is happy and keen, so we told Rob that it's time for him to host Adia and Yasmin Green. Following, Pedro Alonso spoke about his part in the curation of graffiti and street art, and then to demo what we all were taught, we had Gil talk about musical robot. And to show that humans still can ring the bell, we called to the stage our beatboxer, Razel. The day was closed up at the summit with beer and cola, followed by No Ordinary Window with Marta and the Viola. And this morning, coming of age, Brian Collins was called to the stage to talk about the ways he used color, shape, and lines to frame some of the world's classical designs. Obli made our eyes watery by telling the story of how his life changed when he won the lottery. Followed by Dan, taking us on a walk on how he thinks about building a talk. Mark did at the end what I thought was pretty slick and summarized what PopTech for me is, an amazing magic trick. The last hours of PopTech close a day where if you listen closely, you will hear someone say that there are two new options that they now weigh, or a new opinion that they now display, or a new idea that I want to relay. Thank you.
For more information, visit poptech.org.